Look, the foot of the cross is level ground. No one comes in a higher place than another. For we have all sinned and we have all fallen short of the glory of God. We all have stains. And Jesus says, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but it is the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but I have come to call the sinners. And it is hard for me to imagine, from the perspective of those around Jesus, somebody who could possibly be thought of as lower than Matthew. I mean, they don't even put him in the same category as sinners. Did you notice that? Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners? They have their own category. It's hard to imagine someone lower, someone further from God than Matthew, and yet this is who Jesus chooses. He doesn't just choose and say, Matthew, I want you to be in an arms out, extend a relationship with me. I kind of want you to like me a little bit. I want you to think about me before you have a meal of food and maybe just say a couple words. No, he said, come and follow me. And Matthew got up and followed him. Follow me. Over and over and over, Jesus says these words to the people who should never have been allowed. Matthew has been rejected. He has done all sorts of wrong things. He has said to a rabbi at some point in his life, can I follow you? And they said no. And then this guy comes along and says, follow me. And Matthew says, I am in. It's hard to imagine someone further, but I can imagine someone further. Maybe. I imagine that Jesus, as he hung on a cross, surrounded by two criminals who had done something, who had been convicted of that. And while Jesus is being killed, being put to death in a terrible, atrocious, violent, painful manner, and there are two men hanging beside him on either side, also being put to death, they would be pretty far from God. And those two men, for many of us, are going to represent the choice that you have every single day. How many times do we have to deny ourselves and pick up our cross and follow? Daily we have to do that. So every single day you have the choice between being the thief on the cross who mocks Jesus and the thief on the cross who says, stop, don't you know this man is innocent? Teacher, Lord, remember me when you come to your Father's house. And Jesus doesn't say, get away from me, sinner. Get away from me, you're not righteous. You're not good enough. Your stains are too big for me. I can't handle all that you've done. It's too late. He doesn't say any of those things. He says, today you will be with me in paradise. It doesn't matter how far you feel you are. You're never so far that God, Jesus, cannot just capture you. You have that choice today.